Sometimes you might need a pick-me-up, a push in the right direction, some words that help put you back on track. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast with your motivational moment.
Good morning! This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast, and I'd like to welcome you to your motivational moment for the week. Before we dive into this, can I ask you, how are you? No, really, how are you? I hope you had a good week so far, and the world is turning well for you. This week I have something a little bit different. Something for your mind. What do they call it? Mind food, or have I just made that up? This week I have Gregg Braden, who'll be talking about the power of our thoughts and visualizations to create our feelings. And to back this up, he will share a story that reinforces the idea that the feelings created in our body are the language we use to communicate with each other and with the big audience. Here's Gregg.
How many in here are fans of the Sufi poet Rumi? Any Rumi fans? Rumi? Wow. Okay, Rumi. Rumi says, what strange beings we are. He says that sitting in hell, at the bottom of the dark, we are afraid of our own immortality. I think there's probably a lot of truth to what Rumi says. And it may go even deeper. It may go even deeper. What if we're not so afraid of our immortality? What if we are afraid of our power to heal the hell that we create in this world? What if we're afraid of the power within us to heal the suffering? If we had that kind of power, does it truly frighten us? Maybe on a subconscious level. Maybe that's what's happening. I'm going to share a story with you. It's a true story. It's a story of the birth of two baby girls, twins, and they were born prematurely, 7 weeks premature. And in the United States, there's a protocol, there's a practice. Practice is good? Okay. There is a practice. I want to thank our translators in this room right here for helping us. Thank you so much. They're working very hard today, I can tell. There is a practice in the United States when babies are born prematurely. The first thing they do is separate the babies. Now, can you imagine living in the womb of your mother for 6 or 7 or 8 months and living close to another being, your twin brother or your twin sister, and hearing the heartbeat of your mother every day and the heartbeat of your twin every day, and suddenly you're taken from that environment. And the first thing that happens is you're separated, and they put one twin, one premature baby in one incubator, and the second baby in a second incubator under the hot lights of the intensive care unit in the hospital. They put them in separate rooms, lying on their stomachs, face down. That's what they do with the new babies, the premature babies. So these two baby girls came into the world. And this is what happened. They were separated, taken to different rooms, and immediately one of the little girls began to fail. Her vital signs began to drop. She was dying. There was a nurse who was working at the time. And the nurse said, I must do something or this baby will die. She said, I'm going to break the rules. I'm going to break the protocol. And she reached in, picked up the young baby that was dying. She took her into the intensive care unit with her sister, and you know where the story's going. You know what happened. She put the weaker girl in the incubator with the stronger girl. But this is where the story gets really interesting. And this is what tells me what I'm about to share with you is something that we are born with. It's not something that we learn, because here is what happened. They put the weaker baby girl in with the stronger one. And immediately the stronger one reached out with her arm and placed her arm around the shoulders of her baby sister. And the minute she did that, the instant she did that, her sister's vital signs stabilized. And she got stronger and stronger and stronger, and they both lived. Okay, can you feel that feeling? Can you feel that? See, I can see you're holding your heart. Some of you have tears in your eyes. Why? That feeling is a language. That feeling is a power that lives inside of your body. If I had walked onto this stage and said, now, have that feeling, it may have been hard to do. But you saw an image that gave you a reason for that feeling. You're still crying. It's a powerful story. It's a powerful image. It's true. And the two girls lived, and they're doing very well today. That feeling is something that does not happen in your mind. It happens in your heart. The image and the story went directly to your heart. It bypassed your mind. It bypassed the filters. It bypassed the logic, the questions, the conditioning, the judgment. It was just a feeling. Today, modern science is beginning to understand that that feeling that happens inside of our bodies has a direct effect on the stuff our world is made of, on the atoms and the molecules of our physical world. How many in this room like science? Do you like science? How many do not like science? Well, this is fun science. Because what I'd like to do today, the first part of this day, I'm going to share with you the science that is so new. It is not yet in the textbooks, on the one hand. It's not in the textbooks yet. On the other hand, it is the science that you and I and our children will use to solve the problems that we're leaving in the world today.
And that was Gregg Braden with part of his take on language. You can find the full talk on YouTube and the name of The Language of the Divine Matrix. It's around 3 hours long, so if you want to do the full talk, maybe split it up. Well, unless you've got a spare 3 hours. It's quite impressive that someone is able to talk for a few hours with so much information while keeping the audience engaged. It's definitely a skill. And thinking about it, presenting skills is one of the most common business-related issues that clients want help with, so I can appreciate just how well Gregg does. Now, I hope Gregg has given you something to think about, or maybe you can look at the world slightly different. The universe is an incredible place with so many dots to match up, wouldn't you agree? If you would like to work with me, my calendar is wide open. If you have an issue that you want to tackle and find take care of, I can help you. Have a question or query, I can help you. It's what I'm here for. Come and book your free call. 30 minutes dedicated to you. We'll talk on the phone, on Zoom, wherever. And you can tell me exactly what it is that's annoying you, or you just want to deal with at last. The calendar is patiently awaiting for you at ldlcall.com. And then we can start your LDL adventure. Now, let's talk soon. Have a great day. Look after yourself, and I will see you in the next one.
Thanks for listening. You can find more motivational moments at learndeveloplive.com. And we'll be back to inspire you again tomorrow.